Welcome back, Raider Nation. It's Joseph here for Zenny62. So, with the interesting developments over this week, where you have an explosion of COVID outbreak in Cleveland, the game was initially to continue on Saturday, but of course, a break was given to the Cleveland Browns, and so the game is now rescheduled for Monday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific. Of course, it's going to be hidden into and I say hidden because most people who have a job or don't have the NFL network won't be able to see that Monday night game. But it's interesting that Mark Davis spoke out about this postponement. And by the tone of his message, he did speak to Paul Gutierrez from the ESPN, um, and expressed his displeasure about the postponement with this game, and said it was a competitive disadvantage to the Raiders. And he also pointed out and made a statement, which I'll put up here in a minute, and we'll go through this together to see exactly what he said with regards to the postponement of the Cleveland Browns game. So here's from the excerpts from Paul Gutierrez's interview with Mark Davis. Just spoke with Raiders owner Mark Davis, who said moving the Raider game back 2 days is a competitive disadvantage to the Raiders. He pointed out, Mark Davis, that not only had his team, which is 100% vaccinated and has no one on the COVID list, been preparing for a cross-country trip on a short week, but now has a shorter week to prepare for a divisional game against the Broncos on December 26th. Health and safety is always number one, but it's tough, Davis said. Maybe Cleveland should travel here. That would make it more fair. Davis also mentioned how when the Raiders' entire starting offensive line was on the COVID list last year in the week leading up to the Tampa Bay game, the NFL did not postpone the originally scheduled Sunday game. The league moved it up to the afternoon. The Raiders have had two players miss a game to the COVID list this season: long snapper Trent Sieg and running back Jalen Richard. So as you can see, is that Mark Davis is kind of upset with the NFL. Again, it goes on to this belief system, and it's been proven over and over again that the Raiders really uh, are always being stepped on by the NFL, and the NFL, well, obviously being represented by Roger Goodell. Now, as Raider fans and the Raiders as an organization, how can you not feel that there's always a competitive disadvantage given to the Raiders? As the statement pointed out that Mark Davis made, the comment is that when the Raiders had two players or the offensive line on the COVID list, instead of postponing the game when it came time to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tom Brady, the NFL did the opposite. They moved the game even earlier. So there are valid points being made here, especially when you stop and consider how the treatment of the Raiders this year with regards to the firing of John Gruden, while many believe that was just a kind of a cover up to just kind of take away the travesty that's going on in the Washington football team with Dan Snyder. And it seems like the Raiders are being scapegoated on many different levels. And so it's hard not to feel the way Mark Davis feels. And of course, I think he's holding it together pretty well. I'm sure that the Raiders organization is furious about what the NFL and Roger Goodell have done to the Raiders this season. So again, throughout the years and specifically this season, we see how the Raiders are treated differently than most of the NFL teams. And it's unfortunate, But now when you have Congress getting involved and potentially looking into the Gruden email situation, as well as you have national media starting to recognize that there's something fishy going on, and why would you scapegoat a coach to cover up a sexual misconduct play with the Washington football team? So, as Raider fans, we're not surprised that this shenanigans keep going on, but it was obvious that they were eventually going to postpone the game. But obviously, it would have been better to find this out later or earlier in the week than later in the week. Obviously, this puts a wrench in the Raiders' preparation for the Broncos game on December 26th. Keep it here on Zenny62. Don't forget to like and subscribe.